Hello and welcome in, everybody, here to another edition of Westside Pirates Softball. We are out here in Montpelier, Idaho, getting ready for the final regular season game of the year. Capping things off, getting ready for district play next week. It all comes down to this game. Who wants the number 2 seed? Who's going to get the number 3 seed? We're going to find out here today versus the Bear Lake Bears in beautiful Montpelier. Clouds rolling in. Very beautiful. It's warm outside. Would love to keep this picture that you're seeing on the screen on mylocalradio.com or on, if you're listening on 105.5, 1340 AM. This right here, if you could pause time and really come to appreciate what's happening, we'd love to play the rest of this softball game in this type of weather. Thanks so much for joining us here on mylocalradio.com or on 105.5, wherever you listen to us and Westside Pirate Athletics. We're going to go ahead, move on through our pregame show here today. Come back to you right after this on a special presentation of the finale regular season game of Westside Pirate Softball here on 1340 AM. Preston's Classic Hits.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School Athletics.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
We welcome in to the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show for the first time, and what is to be a very special game for Miss Sparrow. I'm joined with Haley Sparrow, here in the game against Bear Lake today. Haley, this is big for you. This is the end of the regular season for your senior year. I'm sure that you're kind of full of emotions right now. What's it been like just going through this journey of softball these last couple years at Westside? Has it been a good experience for you?
Yes, it has. It's been really good. We've played hard and we've put the work in, and we're going to go to state this year. So
I like the enthusiasm. Coach says that. He says, we're going to Pocatello. We're going to do this. First things first today, we're playing Bear Lake. They stole one at home at Westside a little while ago. What's needed today for you guys to gel together and to get this win?
We just need to be one team. We just need to talk. We just need to come into one team. We've had some struggles just being down, and all we just need is just to be one team. We have the work. We have the defense. We just got to come together.
What can you do as an individual player, as a team leader? You're a senior. How can you help everybody come together as one at the very end of the year here?
I just got to keep everyone going. I just got to keep the motivation, just keep everyone on their toes and do our best.
Haley, tell me a little bit about why you chose softball when you were younger and what it's been like just sticking with it for this long time.
Well, if I'm being honest,
We love honesty. We love honesty.
I wasn't going to play softball, but, Ryan kind of sicked his little kid after me, and I wasn't going to do it, but it's been the best decision of my life. It's just taught me so many different values of life, and just in general, it's just been all over well healthy for me.
How did you start out? Did you always start at second base? What's it been like for you playing in the infield this year?
I've played second base for basically 3 years. I played a little bit of outfield my sophomore and junior. Yeah, basically just my sophomore year. And then junior and senior, I've just played second. But yeah, it's been good. I love it there.
Do you feel like there's a big difference in mentality and style of play, whether you're in the infield or outfield, or is it all just softball to you?
For me, it's all just softball to me. I'll just play wherever coach puts me. I don't think it matters because I love that game that much. So.
I've talked to a lot of your teammates about Coach Ryan and what he's done, and I just absolutely love how much enthusiasm and confidence he has in everybody. What kind of experiences have you had with Coach Wade that's really helped you?
I've been pretty close with Coach for quite a few years now. I just think he's overall just a great coach. He's just so powerful, and so is Lisa, and they're just so overwhelming that they just push us, and we just get to where we need to be because of their confidence in us.
Haley, I've been around, Westside softball. This is my first year doing it, and I don't think I've ever met anybody more enthusiastic about the game than probably your family. What's it been like for you to just receive that support from your mom and from everybody? How does it feel knowing that you have all these fans that are cheering you on?
I think it's amazing. I love having a big support system. It just makes me go. It just makes me love the game even more. I just want to show them how good I can be in my game. They just have taught me so much in life, and I just want to prove that to them that we can do it.
If I were to ask you what prevailing buzzwords come to your mind when you think of your last regular season game of softball at the high school level, what kind of words come to your mind?
I've been a lot more confident. I breathe more. I just do hard things better. I don't know, it's just overall just powerful, just strong, determination, just all those.
Well, it's the last regular season game today, but from the looks of it and from you ask anybody on the West Side team, it's like we've got a lot more softball coming up for you guys. Haley, talk to me a little bit about what it's like outside of softball at school. I mean, you're getting ready to graduate. Do you have any plans post-graduation of where you want to go?
So I'm currently planning on going to Bridgerland Technical School in Logan, and I'm going to be a vet tech as of right now.
Things can change, though, right? Why Bridgerland and why vet tech stuff?
So I love dealing with animals. I actually got the opportunity to job shadow a vet this past couple months, and I just overall loved it. I love working with animals. I own animals, so I just love the culture.
Haley, first of all, congratulations on chasing your dreams. Congratulations on graduation, and we wish you the best of luck today. What's the one thing that you want to accomplish today in this game versus Bear Lake individually in order to get the win today?
I just want to keep my head up and just stay determined. Win or lose, it doesn't really matter. We just got to stay focused and just do our best and stay strong.
Thank you so much, Haley. A special shout out and thank you to Haley Sparrow joining us on the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show today. We thank you so much, Haley.
Thank you.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome in, everybody, here to the pregame show today. We are out here in beautiful Montpelier, Idaho, prior to the matchup versus the West Side Lady Pirates and the Lady Bears of Bear Lake. We're getting ready for this matchup today, the final game of the regular season, and it has all come down to this moment. 2 and 3 seeds up for grabs here today. West Side is going to be trying to come out here, shake things up, and get a little bit of extra help to find and see if they can get that second seed. Currently, as we sit right now in the conference standings, it is Malad at 15-0, and then Bear Lake with that 3-2 win-to-loss ratio in second place in the conference standings. West Side actually holding on to a better overall record currently at the moment, but that one loss back in West Side has caused them to dip all the way down to third. It's going to come down to today as to see who's going to get that second and third seed and what the seeding will look like going into the district tournament, which will happen next week starting on Monday. These two teams are probably going to play again. It's going to be who's hosting is essentially the question of what's going to be going down. We are currently trying to work from behind a little bit of a screen here, so I'll keep my eye on our screen on mylocalradio.com, make sure that we're focused on the field and not the netting. We cannot fix the netting, unfortunately. That is just a thing that we're going to have to deal with here today. That's what's going to go down. So ladies are going to go line up on each opposing first and third base line. We'll get a little bit of our discussions with the captains here today. It's going to be a fun one. West Side looking for some redemption today after losing 10-3 back at home against Bear Lake a few weeks ago. And they're going to have to do it shorthanded today as well, as the starting pitcher for the West Side Pirates and leading batting average hitter at the plate, Julia Jensen, is currently out graduating from CSI. And it's a big shout out and congratulations to her. That is a huge accomplishment and a big moment. And she is walking and being able to graduate with an associate's degree before even graduating high school is something that I tip my hat to, and I say, gosh darn it, that is fantastic. So good for her. She's not going to be here playing in this game today, so the pitcher is going to be Hallie Wade. It's going to be a fun one. Let's go ahead and take one more quick break. Come back to you in just a second here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong. Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton proud and Idaho strong.
We're Preston proud, Idaho strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Welcome back here, everybody, as we get ready and set to take underway. It is going to be the Westside Pirates on the sticks first. We'll go through our lineups today and give you a little glimpse as to who will be participating in this matchup today. For the lineup, the Westside Pirates will be starting off the lead batter, Grace Taylor. She'll be back on first today as well, switching places with Lainey Jane, as they've been kind of flip-flopping back and forth the last week and a half. Behind her, Haley Sparrow, our outstanding student interview earlier on in the pregame show today. She'll be on deck. Sammy Roberts in the hole. And then after that, it is Dakota Nilsson, Riley Evans, Lainey Jane Beckstead, Hallie Wade, and the freshman Hallie Taylor, who's getting the sub in today in the absence of Julia Jensen. She'll be out in right field today, and Sydney Parkinson at the very bottom of the batting order. For the Bear Lake Bears defensively, you are going to be seeing Brooklyn Clausing pitching, being caught by Kelsey Skinner. Very familiar names out here in Montpelier. Rounding out the infield, out on first is Brinley Decker. Second, Hallie Perkins. Third, Sadara Priest. And the shortstop, None Newton. Out in left field, Morgan Armstrong. Out in center field, Hallie Bruce. And Natalie Parslow out in right field. So that is your lineups here today. Prior to this matchup, we're excited to see what these teams can do and what Westside has cooking up for them right now. They're going to have to do this without some very needed senior experience and their leading batting average, their leader at the plate batting-wise in Julia Jensen. So they're going to have to find within themselves some plays, get the bat on ball, and play some defense, as they gave up a few runs earlier in the game against Bear Lake before. So going to be an interesting one. Grace Taylor's going to come up to the plate now, and we'll go through our keys to the game in just a second, brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Grace Taylor, the first baseman, up to bat first. She will come on in with the right-handed batter. First pitch is inside, down and to the left, swung at and missed for strike number one. We are in the top of the first, and we are underway. 0-1 starting off, and we have started at 3:59, 1 minute early. So I try and get my pen to work. It's a quick 0-2 for Taylor. Make that 0-3, 3 straight strikes, and Grace will go ahead and take it down to the dugout after being struck out for out number 1. So one of our keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, is the fact that Westside has got to start things off early. They have just been kind of a late bloomers when it comes to playing these games. Here's the first pitch from Clausing inside, clipped down the line by Sparrow, foul. 0-1 with 1 out and nobody on. It all comes down to the mental side of things. They're without Jensen today. They're without their starting pitcher and leading batter. They got to come up with plays and start early. Here's the second one, the change up high, and that is strike number 2. Cannot afford to go 3 up and 3 down if you are the Westside Pirates here today. A very crucial final game of the season. Another change up high and outside to the right for ball number 1. Clausing really put on a clinic last time. We saw her out in Westside. She's going to try and do it again here today. Here's the 1-2 inside. Sparrow chops at it and misses. 2 straight strikeouts for Westside, and they will come out with Sammy Roberts up to the plate, trying to get something out on the bag and something going early here in this game. 2 outs, nobody on. Roberts, the first pitch from Clausing is bunted, foul down the first base line for strike number 1. Electing to work for the wheels. We know that Roberts has the speed. I mean, she comes out of the box on fire. Those cleats taking her all the way, and that ball just rolled a little bit foul out to the right, 0-1. Here's the second pitch outside to the left, and it will be 1-1 split count. Good eye from Roberts. Wonderful timeout here in Montpelier. Here's the third. It will be high. Pulling back on the attempted bunt is Roberts, 2-1. So we got this battle here going. Roberts, on the year, when you take a look at what she's done at the plate, and she has been that power hitter. Went 1 for 3 last time in the game versus Malad. Here comes the bunt, scooped up by the pitcher. The throw out to first is off the bag. Roberts is going to reach, and it was close. They're going to say that maybe perhaps Roberts earned that one. It was really, really close. Even if that ball did get there, it looked as though that Roberts had gotten on the bag. She will reach. And we're going to say it's a base hit. Why not? Here comes the clip high into center left field. Close, and it will be over the wall. Dakota Nilsson with the 2-run shot, and that starts things off here for Westside. That is exactly what you needed. Dakota takes the first pitch. I'm not even able to introduce her at the plate, and here she comes getting bear hugs, and all cheers abounding for the Pirates, bringing both herself and Roberts home for the 2 RBI home run. Incredible stuff for Dakota Nilsson. Does not hesitate whatsoever. Launches that thing over the left center wall, and that was enough to bring 2 of them home for a nice little lead of 2-0 here to start things off in the first inning. Here comes Riley Evans now up to the plate. 2-0 lead in the top of the first for Westside. This one waiting, and then swinging on it early, high in the zone, down foul for Evans. Riley, one of those seniors that we've talked about all throughout the season. She has been so fantastic as a catcher today. We're going to need her on the sticks. Here's the 0-1 inside, and it will be just out of the zone near the shoulders, 1-1. Going back to that home run shot, Dakota Nilsson, I'm looking down at my stat sheet, and she just wastes no time, takes the first pitch and launches it over the left center wall. Here's Riley Evans getting it up and through into center field on the 1-hop bounce. Closing out to first base, rounding the corner, and then sitting back on first. That is a true base hit for Riley Evans, and here you go. You're seeing a lot of confidence again from the lineup of Westside. Here's Beckstead. Watches that slow pitch come in and catch the corner of the zone. 0-1. 2 outs, 1 runner on first, and 2 runs already having been scored. This is the shot that you need, a swing to miss high. Beckstead comes out of the box, motions down to Coach Wade down the third base line, saying, hey, I knew that was high, that's my bad. Laney Jane. A little bit of a cold streak later half of the season. Here she is sitting at the 0-2, the pitch, and it will be clipped foul just behind her. So here comes that battle that we've been talking about a little bit. Region standings currently as we sit, I mean, I believe, I'm fairly certain, it's a little bit hazy for softball, but the winner today is going to get the second seed and will host the other for the first round of the district tournament play. This ball popped way up in the air. It will go right over the top of our head and almost hit the roof up here in the press box. 0-2 and a battle from Beckstead. Wants to bring home Evans, who's sitting out on first. Closing in. Here's the pitch. High and into the zone. Striking out is Beckstead. So she'll take a seat. That leaves 1 on base, 3rd out of the inning. But Westside comes away with 2 runs scored in the top of the first. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome back in here as we get ready for the bottom of the first. It is the Westside Pirates out in front, 2-0 in the run department after a two-run home run shot by Dakota Nilsson. Didn't even let me get to introduce her at the plate. She wastes no time. We see Hallie Wade in the chalk circle today for the Westside Pirates in the absence of Julia Jensen, who's graduating from CSI today. First pitch outside to the right for ball number 1. So we've seen Hallie pitch before out in the Glens Ferry tournament, has had very little varsity time this year, and she's going to be thrown right into the fire in one of the most important games of the season. She's got to find her strike zone today. Here's the second pitch. It will be down low into the dirt and to the left. So 2-0 to start things off. And all you can do right now, I mean, it is her on an island, quite literally in the chalk circle island. She's got to be able to find her way, close in and focus, and just throw some strikes in here. Finds herself down 2-0, looking down at the wristband. Underclassman Wade, going to be a big player for this team moving forward, and another one will take a hop, skip into the dirt, up into the body of Evans. Batters count 3-0. 3 straight balls thrown by Wade. Got to find the zone. Here's the pitch, and it will be off the left side of the shoulder of Hallie Bruce. Bruce is going to take it like a champ and jog on out to first. So a hit by pitch after 3 balls thrown. Bruce will make it to first. And you can hear out in the field, I don't know if you're picking it up on the crowd mic, but you can hear, at least from my perspective, all of the encouragement that Hallie Wade is getting. You got this, girl. You've just got to find the zone and throw some strikes. This is Morgan Armstrong now, who will duck underneath the pitch. That was a laser beam coming towards the helmet. Allowing the wild pitch. This is Bruce advancing to second. 1-0 for Armstrong. And maybe perhaps the jitters a little bit starting things off pitching-wise for Wade. Next pitch close to the border of the strike zone, just inside, but no, says our umpire. 2-0 is the count. Wade, once again, the wind-up pitch inside. This one caught into center left. Roberts takes the one-hop bounce into the glove. Bruce is coming for home, and she'll make it. RBI single for Morgan Armstrong as she brings home Bruce. Makes up half the difference. On the score sheet, Westside remains up 2-1, no outs, runner on first. Nona Newton now up to the plate. Armstrong takes a jog out to second, steals easily. And I need to get a new pen. I'll get it after this inning. Runner on second, 1-0. Wade. Just a little high on the next one, 2-0. Sun comes out, nice and shining and bright, nice and warm. Here's the 2-0 from Wade. Inside, laser beam out to the shortstop, scooped up by Beckstead. The throw by Grace. And it looked like she stepped off the bag, and that is the call. Our umpire says she stepped off the bag as she caught it, and that allows the base hit for Newton. Newton will reach on an E6. And here comes Kelsey Skinner. Runners on the corners. First one thrown, ball down into the left for ball number 1. Newton will run out to second. Armstrong on third. Here's the next pitch from Wade. This one also a little bit high, 2-0. Not yet having thrown a strike. It is taking a little while for Westside defensively to get going, and they want to retire these batters and keep on to their lead. This one sent into the stratosphere into center left, and that is off the top of the fence, coming back into play, bringing home 1 runner. RBI double for Skinner. Tie ball game as Morgan Armstrong comes home. Newton heads on out to third. Skinner on second. No outs quite yet. Wade looking down at the wristband. Here comes the first pitch from her. Inside and out of the zone for ball number 1. 2-2 ball game. Bottom of the first, that is. And the lead that Westside was able to garner and achieve in the top of the first has now become equalized on those 2 big hits from Skinner and Armstrong. 2-0 count as the ball goes low once again out and to the left. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Wade, slow and methodical. This one is inside, swung at and missed. That's the first strike thrown, and you can count on everybody giving Wade a lot of encouragement and cheer for that one. She's going to be very integral and very important to this game. Here comes the substitution of a runner. Out comes Skinner. She'll come back into the dugout, replaced by Neal. High pitch out into the eyeballs in the left. 3-1 count. Let's get this, Hallie. 3-1. Bowling ball approach. This one down low. Wild pitch. Runner's going to come for home. Evans able to scoop it up and throw it, but not in time. The walk and the wild pitch. Clausing heads out to first base. And Newton comes on home from third. Skinner replaces her. So we got runners on the corners, and you can imagine that no matter what type of pitch is going to be thrown here, you're going to be seeing Clausing dipping out to second. This is Brinley Decker, second baseman, showing bunt. Wade will throw it into her hip in the hit by pitch. Took that one hard. Grabbing the left side hip, she'll walk on out to first, and we've got bases loaded. And Hallie Wade, again, a lot of encouragement. She's just got to find her way right now. This is the growing moments that you have to go through as an underclassman, especially as a pitcher. She's thrown into this situation. Jensen is out. In graduation, here comes the pitch low, and it will skip off of the ground and hit the calf of number 20, Sadara Priest. Brings home Skinner. Clausing advancing to third. Decker to second. Priest to first. 4-0. The lead for Bear Lake, and no outs yet in the bottom of the first. First pitch, well outside to the left. Wild pitch. Runner's going to come home. Slide in safely. Another wild pitch there, and it is a 5-0 ball game, 5-2 lead held by Bear Lake. This ball caught high up into the infield. Evans couldn't track it down. It wouldn't have mattered as it falls behind the backing. Strike number 1 for Hallie Perkins. The second baseman. Looks like Decker is the first baseman. I have to correct myself. Excuse me. Runners on second and third. No outs. 0-1 count. Ball high, thrown. But in that center area, you just got to bring it down just a little bit if you're Wade. 1-1. Second pitch. Waiting on it. Swing and a miss. Wade has Perkins down 1-2 in the count. Got to get one more strike. Get that one out off, get it off your back and get things started here. Wade pitching inside, caught high into center field. Over to make the grab is Roberts. She'll throw it inside. Wade eats it after getting it into the infield. That brings home Decker. (6-2) lead for Bear Lake, and the first out. Perkins flies out to center. My pen is not working here. Bottom of the batting order, last one on the sheet. This is Natalie Parslow, the right fielder. First pitch outside to the right. Runner on second. One out. 1-0 after the pitch. First 6 batters have been able to come home for Bear Lake. They lead on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard 6-2. Tripling up the run total in the top of the first by West Side. Here's the 2-0 pitch inside. Great strike. First pure one for Wade. It's 2-1. You are watching here in this moment the growing pains. Any time at any type of level, Wade, first time starting pitching at the varsity level, really getting counted on. This one is grabbed into right field, and the big grab in the right glove. That's a great athletic play by the freshman, Hallie Taylor. So 2 awesome highlight moments for our underclassmen. Wade getting it down and getting things going, pitching-wise, slowly but surely, and Hallie Taylor rising up to make the grab in right field. And a fly out for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the batting order. And it is a strike on the first ball pitched as Bruce in the batter's box. The righty batter, last time hit by pitch. 0-1. Wade winding up, throwing. And that's 2 in a row for strikes, catching the bottom left corner. Runner on third, as it was Priest that advanced on the fly ball. Holding up on the bag. Here's the 0-2. Left side, caught in the hip. So that's 2 hit by pitches for Bruce. She'll go to first. And there was some momentum coming for Wade as she was starting to get things down. Bailed out the batter by hitting her right in the hip, so made her pay for it at the very least. Here's Armstrong, bunt shown. Strike as Armstrong pulls back at the last moment, hitting the bottom left corner, 0-1. Armstrong, 1 for 1 earlier on in the inning with an RBI, bringing home Bruce earlier. Here's Wade once again. The pitch. This one launched into left field, into the glove of Parkinson, who rises up to make the grab. That is 3 outs in the inning. Rolling through the entire batting lineup is Bear Lake, and we'll go ahead and dip into the second right after this on 105.5 KACH. It's a 6-1 lead held, 6-2 lead held by the Bears of Bear Lake after the first inning.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back in here as we get ready for the top of the second. The West Side will come up back to the bag after bringing home 2 runs offensively in the top of the first. Here they come once again. And wouldn't you know, it's Hallie Wade. Got done with pitching duties, and now she's going to come up to bat for the Pirates. Clausing's first pitch taken right into the glove of the shortstop, and it will be off the bag. There goes Wade, rounding first, heading off to second, and a slide, and that will be a wonderful shot getting on the bag for Wade. Takes the first pitch, heads out to second, and that is going to end up being an error, as that was just too low for our first baseman to grab off of the toss from Newton. Here's Hallie Taylor, the freshman, and she will wing this one foul on the right side of the dugout. So here's the freshman Taylor coming in, inserted into the lineup, makes a fantastic play, a highlight play out in right field, and is sitting here very confident in her swinging. She's going to find herself down 0-2 after the pitch. But, I mean, right now, you know, you look at her, takes a deep breath as she looks down at Coach on the third base line, stepping back up to the plate. Let's see what she can do. Clausing, the pitch, and this one also taken foul out the right side. And I think, you know, there's a lot of sports commentary shows around the country, and all of them are always going to try and be the first one to make a good take, and they're always going to say, like, mark this moment. Mark this moment. Hallie Taylor. Oh, that's rough. I don't agree with that one. That was a way out to the right side. You know what, Taylor? I'm not counting that one against you. That was a strike called by our umpire on the right side of the zone, and it looked like it was well out of the way. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and come out and say, hey, mark this moment. Hallie Taylor is going to be a big player for the West Side Pirates squad in the near future for the softball program. Parkinson rattles off the first pitch, foul on the right side. 1 out, runner on second. That is Wade. Coach Lisa Wade coming in to give the ball back to our umpire, cleaning it off. Must have landed in some nasty mud out here on the right side. Sydney Parkinson has been very solid batting-wise. Made a great play out in left field in the first inning defensively for the Pirates. Now it's just an offensive firepower type of game. Here's Clausing on the second pitch, reaching low, and Parkinson swings at the dust. 0-2. Parkinson pulling back out of the batter's box. I don't mind it. I really, really think that the slower and more calm you can be in this box is better. Here's the 0-2 from Clausing, and this is tipped into the glove on the strikeout. Second out of the inning. Parkinson with the back to the top of the lineup. Taylor took 3 quick strikes last time up. It just seemed like drinking out of a fire hose. If she can calm it down, let's see what she can do. First pitch from Clausing, down low, out of the zone. Ball number 1, good eye. One-0 pitch, Clausing trying to bring Wade home, and she will chop at it high, scooped up into the glove and thrown out in time at first. Good connection from Newton, finding Decker on first, and that is 3 outs on the ground out for Grace Taylor, 6-3. We'll get ready for the bottom of the second right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com. Welcome back into the bottom of the second. The Bears will line up and take the bat. It is the second in terms of the batting lineup. Morgan Armstrong. No. Armstrong was able to fly out, I believe, into left field. So this is Newton, number 12, the shortstop. Ticking off the first pitch, foul into the backing. 0-1. No outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. In a game that has been, you know, it's a growing game for a lot of underclassmen here. Westside did start out early offensively on a huge home run shot from Dakota Nelson, who was nice enough to give me a fantastic little graduation announcement, the senior. Count now 2-1 after 2 balls thrown by Wade. So much energy and positivity going the way of the pitcher here, the underclassman Wade. Here's the windup 2-1, high. And I must have miscounted because it looks like Newton's going to trot on out there to first on the walk. So I lost track. I do that on occasion. Here is Skinner. First pitch from Wade. One hop into the dust. Really good grab from Evans, checking up on the runner on first. 1-0. Second pitch from Wade. Well high into the backing. Wild pitch, tracking it down as Evans, able to scoop it up, but not in time as Newton will walk on out to second on the stolen base. 2-0. This being Skinner's second time up. She had an RBI double last time. Another one outside into the dirt. Rolling out to third is Newton, and the 3-0 count in favor of Skinner. Number 23, the catcher. Wade, got to find a way to get things back even. Ball low towards the ankles, hopping over it and taking a walk out to first. Skinner, 2 walks on the 2 first at-bats here for the Bears. And Skinner's going to get a substitution, running-wise. Here comes Clausing, our pitcher on deck. It's Decker. See what I did there? And Priest in the hole. No outs yet. Runners on the corners. First pitch from Wade. Bunt shown. Evans holds the runner on third as Skinner heads from first out to second. 1-0. Back into the box. Here's the pitch. Well high. 1-hop bounce. Right into the glove. I mean, that was pretty cool, though. Hitting the wood backing here. It hit the corner and then skipped right back into the glove of Evans. Taking a look at Decker. Got a .226 batting average on the year at 37 plate appearances. 3-0 count on another ball thrown. Decker scored 5 runs and 7 hits on the year, 2 RBIs. That's been a pretty good showing for Decker. This is Clausing, and then Clausing goes out to first on the walk. Bases loaded. Substitution for the runners. This is Decker. First pitch outside to the right. Got to track it down. That is Evans. So let's take a look at what's been happening around the world in the sports world. This today in baseball history, I'll tell you a little bit about it, as another ball will come outside to the left for Wade. Well, what is today? It's May 5th. Let me tell you a little bit about what's happened in May 5th in all the years of baseball history. This one ticked foul high and up to the right. 2-1. Well, in 1922, pitching against the Tigers, the Browns, Bill Bain takes a no-hitter into the 9th inning, wherein Detroit manager Ty Cobb then sends up 5 straight pinch hitters, 2 of whom breaks the no-hitter. One of the pitch hitters Cobb inserts is Bob Fothergill, who bats for Cobb and strikes out, becoming the only man ever to pinch hit for the Georgia Peach. Well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Speaking of Ty Cobb, the manager Ty Cobb, back in 1925, 6 for 6, including 3 home runs in Detroit's 14-8 win over the Browns. Cobb's 14 total bases tops Joe Hauser's 14 on August 2nd, 1924. That happened just a year before. That's a nice little baseball fact for you. And now we're having a little bit of a discussion here on the mound as Wade has had a little bit of an issue trying to rein this thing in. It's been 4 straight walks for Wade. And I believe Decker's on first, Clausing on second, Skinner's on third, no outs, and that adds to the run total for Bear Lake, up 7-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Other things that have been happening in the world of softball. We talked a little bit about the draft in the early goings, early stages of the women's fast pitch league, the 4 teams. And we talked about the player of the week from last week, junior catcher Julia Cottrell from Texas A&M, and we are going to have a substitution at the pitching spot. Wade is going to take a seat, and it is Sydney Parkinson who comes up into the mound, and she's going to have to she will take over for Westside. Westside track and field has been underway as well, getting a lot of stuff up and going. They've been going around the valley and competing very, very well. The snow is finally going away. We've had a few storms that have come in. It's kind of hindered spring sports in general. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. Our viewership that's from the Cache Valley area and basically all throughout the West, if you're watching here or listening on 105.5, 1340 AM. It's been an interesting winter time. We've had some flooding happening. We've talked to on community chat in the radio station with the mayor of Preston, who's talked a lot about how he's never seen flooding like this in all of his years in Preston. He's been there forever. And here's a nice little, okay, we're going all over the place for stuff to talk about. Here's a nice little tidbit. You tell me if you believe this. Fans of the NFL, breaking news has come in that the Panthers and GM Scott Fitterer of Carolina has come out to say that they will not be starting Bryce Young on week number 1, but rather keeping Andy Dalton, the veteran, in. Here's the first pitch from Parkinson. It will be low down into the dust. Excuse me. This is Sadara Priest. She'll take it on the second one, rounding it out, getting past Wade out in left field, bringing home 2 runners. Here comes the third onto home, and she will step on the bag. That's a great shot out into left field. 3 RBI double for Priest. Brings home Skinner, Clausing, and Decker. 4 runs scored here in the inning. 10-2, and the strike and a swing and a miss for number 3, Hallie Perkins. (0-1), no outs. 1 runner on second. Second pitch down low. Evans grabs it off the backing. Priest will head on out to third. Sydney Parkinson. Another pitch, and that one diving down well in front of home plate. (1-1). Make that 2-1 now as the pitch goes inside. So Sydney Parkinson, the sophomore, another underclassman here. So you are seeing the future and the early goings. Everybody has to start somewhere. Just got to be positive here as this one just inside the zone waiting on it is Perkins. She will foul it off down the left side line. 2-2 the count. Parkinson, Wade, and Taylor all out there playing very important roles for Westside here today. And here comes Parkinson again. Change up high, and there she goes out to first. Another miscount on my part. And the walk. Runners on the corners here for Bear Lake. 10-2 lead, no outs here in the bottom of the second. High pitch and an easy walk on out to second for Perkins, stealing. And, as much as Westside is going to try and play and get this thing going, they've got to, ultimately it comes down to district play, as this one is reached high and fouled down into the ground, down the third base line, 1-1. Jensen's going to be coming back on Monday. We might be coming back here to Bear Lake for the first game of the year in the double elimination district play tournament. Who's going to face what's more than likely going to be Malad? You take a gander at what Malad has done, and they have a power ranking of 1. It's Malad and Nampa Christian that are kind of, jockeying for first place in softball in the power rankings on idahosports.com. We've seen Nampa Christian before, and we've also seen Malad twice, so Westside knows what they're going up against. It's just finding a way to punch themselves into the state tournament. You want to get out to Pocatello. You want to see what you can do out there. Parkinson able to get that one inside the left side portion of the corner, in the corner of the zone. And the low ball will load the bases for Parslow. In this inning, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walks. And this is the stuff that you have to go through if you are West Side. I mean, truly speaking, everybody's got to start from somewhere. Here's Parkinson on the pitch inside, down and to the left, out of the zone. Up at the top of the batting order, this is Bruce. (1-0). No out, spaces loaded. Parkinson skips that one to Sparrow, who hesitates, throws it out to first, gets the tag, and it looks like it's a double play for Grace Taylor and Sparrow. That one goes right into the glove of Sparrow, who chases down the runner back to second, throws the runner out at first, and the retreating player comes back to first. Grace Taylor is able to make not only the catch on the force out, but also the tag on the runner that's coming back. Gets Parslow and Bruce on the double play. That's one of our our candidates for the highlight I Care For You play of the game. (1-1) now on the pitch from Parkinson. This is Armstrong, who's up to bat. 1 for 2 today with a RBI single. Third pitch down low into the dirt. Runner on third. (2-1) count, Parkinson. Waiting on it is Armstrong. Goes in between the legs of Nelson. Taylor gets the grab. That's a long throw from the shortstop. Looks like Laney Jane able to make that one 6-3. And that's the third out of the inning. Here we'll go into the top of the third right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome into the top of the third. West Side makes the great double play and to retire 2 runners. And then the awesome throw from, I believe, Beckstead out to Taylor across the diamond makes it in time to force out the runner, Morgan Armstrong. So Bear Lake has gone through their lineup twice in 2 rotations here. I'm looking. I want to say that we're at 12-0. I mean, I'm looking down at my. It looks like I think Priest came home, and Perkins was held. No, I think we're at 11-0. 11-2. Excuse me. West Side's going to come on out, getting ready for more chances at the sticks here. Single base hit from Sammy Roberts and a home run from Dakota Nilsson really have been the pure batting, the pure hitting for West Side on the day, and that was back in the first. An error by the shortstop allowed Wade to get out to second on the double. And here's Sparrow. First pitch outside to the right for ball number 1. And so I talked with Haley earlier in the pregame show. You can tell how much she cares and how much she's loved being a part of this program. Initially said she wasn't going to start softball. Here comes a great shot. That gets past the left baseman into left field. At the wall, grabbed, and Sparrow will hold on up at second. Highlight play from Haley Sparrow. Been a hot minute for Sparrow to get one of those true hits off of the bat, and there she does. And, a lot of questions come up today. What if Julia Jensen were here? Bunt shown, high ball for Roberts. 1-0. Clausing on the second pitch. Inside, tipped down into the dirt. 1-1. Roberts kind of been showing and electing to bunt and see that she can at least make it to the bag using her feet. And you got to do what you got to do. Second one, swing and a miss on the strike. 1-2. That one a little bit outside and to the left, out of the zone. Probably could have left that one. Roberts holding up. Now she gets into the batter's box. 1-2. Clausing the pitch inside. This one just out and to the right of the chalk line. Foul. Sailing over the first base bag. Will remain 1-2 with Sparrow chilling out on second. No outs. 1 runner on. Here's another one, and Roberts just swings underneath it for the strikeout. First out for the Pirates. Up next, Dakota Nilsson, 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer last time at bat. Here she goes with a deep breath. This one lined right into the glove of the third baseman. Ball goes out of bounds. Sparrow comes home for the score. Nelson's going to slide into third. I thought initially the ball had gone out of bounds, but the fence extends down the line, stopped it, and that allowed Nelson to get an extra base, rounding second, heading out to third. That brings home Sparrow. This is Evans now up to the plate, excuse me. 11-3, your reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard, 1-0. Second pitch high on the strike. Dakota Nilsson chilling out on third, 1-1. Evans with the base hit last time in the first. That one right inside the zone, swinging just a little bit late, 1-2. Coach Wade giving her the motivation. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit high, swinging underneath it for the second out of the inning. Here comes Lainey Jane, and if there was ever a moment that you wanted to get something going, Lainey Jane, at probably since midway through the season, has just had a little bit of a hard time batting. She's choking up on the bat now, looking very confident. Here's the first pitch from Clausing, and that will go down low into the zone, striking on the swing and miss. 0-1. Laney Jane Beckstead is a athlete and a prototypical type of teammate that you would love to have on your team, cutting low underneath it, tipping it foul into the backing 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Clausing. Launched high into center field. This one carrying, and it is gone! Lady Jane reading it like a book. Reading it like a book, sat on it, swung high, and that one is laser beamed over the wall for the 2-run shot. Big home run for Laney Jane. Brings home Dakota Nilsson and herself for the 2 RBI homer. Another highlight play as we have 3 runs scored here in the inning. 11-5, your reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Here's Hallie Wade reaching on an error last time, watching the first pitch go down into the zone for strike number 1. Next pitch, also in the exact same spot in the bottom right corner, 0-2. Behind the count, Wade now has to battle out of it. Next pitch, and that is 3 straight strikes right in the bottom right corner. Wade's going to go down looking, and we'll head on into the bottom of the third right after this on 105.5 KACH. It is a 11-5 lead for the Bear Lake Bears here on the regular season finale. We'll come back to you right after this.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment. Bottom of the third, action coming to you live here in Montpelier. It is the Bear Lake Bears up 11-5 over the Westside Pirates, although some great offense coming here. Parkinson on the first swing and a miss, a strike. This is Newton scoring both times up to the plate. Second pitch, inside, chipped foul, 2-0. 2 great pitches from Parkinson as she gets them right in the zone. And Westside's kind of cut the lead in half. I mean, with those runs, 3 runs scored. Here's another pitch. Whoa, way high. Kind of held into the hand a little bit longer than Parkinson would have liked. She's all smiles coming over to home plate. So it's 1-2. Newton waiting on these pitches, wanting to get something off of her bat. The wind-up pitch low into the dirt. Good block from Evans. And according to the great wonders of the internet, did you know that softball was invented in 1887 by a group of Chicago men who wanted to create a game that could be played indoors during the winter months? I did not know that, and now you know it now. Full count on the pitch thrown by Parkinson, 3-2. Just over the midsection of Newton inside. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one low. Newton walks on out to first after going up 2-0 in the count. Will end up being a walk for Parkinson. Waiting on it and crushing it high into center field. Roberts watches that one go over her head and over the wall. This is Kelsey Skinner with the 2-run homer. Skinner was waiting on that one. Launched with all of her weight on her back right foot, and that one just went high up into the air, went over the wall. Roberts can do nothing but watch it. That adds a little bit more to the lead, 13-5 for Bear Lake here in the bottom of the third. Bases are now cleared. No outs. First two batters are able to make it home safely, and here comes the pitcher Clausing. First pitch, and this one lined foul by Clausing, scooped up by Nielsen. So 0-1 is how Clausing's going to start out. Clausing with a base hit and a walk last time. Each time she's been subbed out. She's been subbed out running-wise, but is able to get on the bag. Brought home twice on her score by her hitting. 1-1. The pitch from Parkinson. Skips into the dirt for 2-1. Parkinson once again. The pitch low, and it looks like it's just having a hard time getting there. 3-1 count for Clausing. You know, softball was invented in 1887 according to the internet by Chicago men who wanted to play inside. Here comes the 4-ball walk out to first. So back in 1887, what was the first final score of a softball game ever played? Well, it was on Thanksgiving Day in 1887, and the final score was, believe it or not, 41-40. I wouldn't have believed it either. And it took 99 years for softball to go from being invented back in 1887 to an Olympic sport in 1996. But it was then removed from the program after the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Has come back since 2020 in Tokyo. Foul ball on the first ball pitched. This is Decker. Parkinson loading up, launching, bunt shown, and it is tipped for the second strike for Decker. The pitcher of the week at the Division I level was Sarah Willis of UCF. We'll talk about her after this pitch. 0-2. Waiting on it, going into the glove, and Nilsson has that one roll off of her left hand. Holds everybody down, but everybody's able to move over at least one bag of the base hit by Decker. Sarah Willis threw the first 7-inning perfect game in UCF history last week in a 7-0 win over Houston in the series opener. That was impressive. Here's the first pitch. Parkinson will go high as Priest watches that one go. 1-0. The right-handed junior followed with her second complete game shutout in 2 days, holding the Cougars to just 2 hits in 7 innings and a 4-0 win to push her scoreless innings streak to 26 in total. That is a incredible pitching showing by Sarah Willis of UCF. 1-1. Here's the pitch. High. Parkinson winding up inside. Drilled into the ground towards the third base line, foul. No indication from our umpire. I think it's 2-2. Inside, another foul. Right into the dirt. "3-2 is the call. Full count. Parkinson v. Priest. And a low pitch and a walk out to first. Bases loaded. Sarah Willis, the 26 straight scoreless innings for her pitching. Willis threw 14 spotless innings, allowing only 2 hits, limiting Houston to a .047 batting average against. Entering the regular season's final weekend, Wilson now boasts a .67 ERA through her first 10 appearances in AAC play. That is a pitcher and a half that's able to do that. Here, a wild pitch in, a throw out to third, checking up on the runner, bringing it home is number 2. Substitution for Clausing. She comes home. Runners on first and second. Perkins back up to the plate. Out and to the left. Ball 2. Another wind-up. This one lobbed over to left field and grabbed easily by Wade. Throw back to second. That's the first out of the inning. Flying out, Perkins. .14-5 lead for Bear Lake. And here comes Parslow. Parslow, one of the very few that has not been able to score for Bear Lake today. Flew out to right field last time. Here she goes, deep at the wall, and that will bounce off in left field. Wade will throw it in to Sparrow. Wade, and the tag back out on first. Decker gets home to score. Priest reaches third. And Parslow gets the RBI double. .15-5 in favor of Bear Lake. Back to the top of the order, Bruce. First pitch almost goes over the top of the backing for Parkinson. Ball 1. Second pitch. This one low as this one hops about 5 feet in front of home plate for ball 2. So somewhere in the middle is that strike zone. If we can get it there, we're in good shape for Parkinson. Third pitch. This one right in the middle, and it is cracked out into center field off of the left hand of Roberts, throwing it in. 2 runs going to come in. Sparrow on the tag out at second. Bruce goes aggressive, brings home 2 runners, but is tagged out at second base on the 8-4 throw out. Here comes Armstrong. 2 outs of the inning. Armstrong up to the plate. Bases have been cleared. Priest has come home, and so does Parslow. Pretty good. How about yourself? First one inside to the left. This is we now get a substitution. Armstrong is out, and now that we look at the plate, at the roster. This is Neal, who's been subbing in for her batting. So this is 1-0 Parkinson. Second one up high, and you know what? I need to get a second headset so you can come join me on the radio is what we need to do. 2-0 and a commanding lead held by Bear Lake. Parkinson's next pitch will take a hop into the dirt and into the backing 3-0. So we've talked a little bit about how this type of game is a game where you see a lot of the potential, the future, but you also come with the growing pains of a lot of underclassmen that have come out here. Wade has started pitching. Parkinson is a sophomore in the relief pitching today, and a 4-ball walk for Neal as she'll head on out to first, excuse me. But you've also been able to see some pretty awesome plays from Hallie Taylor, who's going to be up first to bat once this inning is retired here in the bottom of the third. A lot of runs scored here today. Parkinson gets this one inside and will be chopped down the line foul towards third base. Julia Jensen going to be joining us back next week at the start of district play. It looks as though Bear Lake will take the second seed. Evans takes the wild pitch out to the right side, watching Armstrong, or this is Neal, out to second, stealing. 2 outs in the inning, looking for one more. Ball will go high, 2-0. And what you can do is look forward to the future. You've got district play. You've got to get hot at the right time. You've had the offense that you've hopefully been looking for. It's just been the defense that has been lagging here today that you want to get down and figured out. Third ball thrown for Newton. She faces a batter's count. Here's the 3. I believe this is the 2-1 actually, now 3-1 No, I was right the first time. She'll walk on out to first. Newton on the walkout. Well, we've talked about the player of the week, the pitcher of the week, but have we talked about the freshman of the week at the Division I collegiate level? No. It was Nigeri Kanandi of Stanford. Foul ball tipped off the top of the bat by Skinner. And we have officially gone through the entire batting lineup once again for Bear Lake. 0-1. Skinner, 0-1 pitch, hop down into the dirt. Evans with the block. 1-1. Kanandi went 4-0 in 4 appearances, including 2 starts, allowing just 8 hits and just 1 earned run. As a freshman, she finished with 29 strikeouts against just 2 walks to help Stanford in the program's first best-of-3 series at Arizona State this last week. Kanandi remains undefeated at 13-0 with a .34 ERA. 146 strikeouts and just 16 walks in 83 innings pitched. Those are some fantastic ladies that have been absolutely fantastic for their programs at the Division I level. 3-1 pitch from Parkinson will go high. And Skinner will walk on out to first, rotating the bags. We've got a bases loaded situation here on a 17-5 lead for Bear Lake. Substitution, the runner. Skinner's going to come on out. In comes I believe it was number 8. Who I don't have on a roster currently. New count, first pitch will go down low into the dirt for Clausing. Back earlier in the inning, she was able to get the walk out to first. And now we come, Coach Wade's going to come on out from the dugout and have a discussion with our umpire here. Let's have a little discussion. Not sure exactly what we're talking about, but we'll see what they talk about. Parkinson getting a lot of fantastic support, so Coach Wade's going to head back to the dugout. Our umpire's going to come back in here behind home plate. Here's the 1-0, make it 2-0 as the ball goes high, running back to home, and safely reaching the bag is Neal. Newton rotates the third, Skinner out to second. And I think that perhaps I can speak for everybody that at this point in a game, and whether it be softball, baseball, football, anything like that, here comes a little blooper off of the bat, clawing into the glove of Lainey Jane Beckstead, and that will be the third out of the inning. It's all about trying to be better and about being yourself and figuring things out. We're going to go ahead, take one more quick break, come back to you here for the top of the fourth right after this on 105.5 KACH.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Welcome back here to the top of the fourth inning. It is Westside picking up the sticks once again. And it will be Hallie Taylor coming up at the first at-bat. I've been so impressed today with the underclassmen who have been able to show out. They've been plugged into the varsity lineup. Taylor making a great grab out in right field in the first inning. And she was very aggressive at the bag, at home plate as well, batting. I'm willing to bet, this game pretty well wrapped up. It's pretty safe to say that I think Bear Lake's going to go ahead and take the second seed in district. So what does that leave us with now if you're a Westside player, a coach, a fan? Well, it allows you to take a look at the future of what Westside's going to have. We have a lot of seniors graduating right now. A lot of them are not going to be with us next year. That includes, when we take a look at the list, off the top of my head, off the top of my head, you have Jensen, who's not here today. Lainey Jane is going to be gone. Samantha Roberts is going to be gone as well. Dakota is going to be gone. Riley's going to be gone. Haley's going to be gone. Yep. And Marley Newton is going to probably, breaking news, I guess, might be moving here. So it's going to be a whole new face of the franchise next year. What do you have this year? Here's Taylor launching into deep right field. Very aggressive batting, and that will be at the wall. It will fall fair. Rounding first, she will go. Heading out to second. And I am loving what I am seeing from that freshman here today. Very aggressive at the plate. Very, very good defensively. And I think she's going to be a plug-and-play starter and might even be making the case to get some time during district play next week if she continues on her route right now. Big double for Taylor. Here's Parkinson launching well out into left field, and it will be dropped in and out of the glove. Last into play, Parkinson rounding second, brings home the runner Taylor for the RBI double. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom, there you go. 1 run scored off the RBI of Parkinson. Parkinson, a sophomore, too, so there's just so much going on. Back to the top of the batting lineup. Taylor will take the first strike. 0-1 here in the top of the fourth. No outs yet. Second one also high, swinging and missing at 0-2. A big shout out to all of our fantastic listeners joining us here today, whether it be on 1340 AM or on mylocalradio.com. Here's Taylor getting it over the top of the second baseman. Couple bounces into center field. Parkinson will come home, and it's an RBI single for Grace Taylor. Talking about future of the team. Speaking with her last week, or it might have been Monday, I talked with Grace and talked to her a little bit about her journey with softball. Her as a junior playing in the infield, we're going to be seeing a lot more of her next year. RBI single. Here's Sparrow. Foul over the left side dugout. 0-1 is how she'll start out. Got a base hit back in the third. Settling back into the box. Here's Clausing. Second pitch. Down low. Golf swing. And this is popped up high into the air, and a fantastic grab by Armstrong. No, this is Parslow. Taylor hung up on first, ran, and beat the throw out to second. (17-6). Roberts skies that one foul over the west side dugout. 0-1. One out on the fly out from Sparrow, and Roberts is going to come back in, the lefty batter. We've talked about the journey of getting comfortable at the bag, at home plate batting, and one of those journeys has been Sammy Roberts, who is, for me, probably has been one of the most powerful hitters on the team. And here she goes, gapping it in between first and second. Heads out to first on the base throw. The throw at home, bobbled, and Taylor gets home in time. Roberts takes advantage of the opportunity and heads on out to second. So here comes some offense for West Side. The RBI double for Roberts. It's 2 runs scored here in the inning. 17-7. Dakota Nelson, who has probably had the best and hottest bat here today. The home run and a triple to her name. 1-1 the count after the swing and the miss on the right side. Clausing eyeing down Roberts on second. Been a very beautiful day today. Clouds starting to come on in. Here's Clausing's 1-1. Low in the golf swing. Roberts steals third. Comes into scoring position. 1-2 is the count. And I can, without even looking down the third base line, I can already hear Coach Wade making the gesture. Big zone. This is what you've got to work with right now. You got to be smart. And here comes a big shot into left field, and it will be fouled on the one hop just in front of the left fielder. And we've had some substitutions out there for Bear Lake, and I know that left fielder is not Morgan Armstrong because she looks a little bit taller than what Morgan normally does. The 1-2 high ballerina count is what we're working with here. Clausing with a 5.61 ERA and another foul shot off of the bat of Dakota Nielsen. So West Side higher, going above the average ERA for Clausing today. I feel like it has been good day offensively for West Side. They've been dealing with, patchwork type of defense, being without Jensen. 2-2 goes down low, out of the zone, and we have a full count for Dakota Nielsen. Another foul right down the line in front of the third base bag. Big zone for Dakota. Good vibes for the senior. And she'll take a walk after getting a close shave by the softball up high near the chin. I want to say that is the first walk thrown by Clausing today. Looking down at my sheet, which is very not the best work in the entire world, I'll be completely honest with you, but I think that is the first walk. Here's Riley Evans. Waits for it, Dakota Nelson. Taken out, stealing second. Roberts being held on third. 2 runners in scoring position. Might be off in my count. We might be 17-8 in the runs scored. 2 balls, no strikes for Evans. Here's the 2-0 from Clausing, waiting on it, going right into the body and up into the glove of the shortstop. A good stretch by the first baseman gets Evans out in time. It will be enough for Roberts to come on home. Nilsson out to third. 6-3 ground out for the second out of the inning. One more, and Lainey Jane Becksted's going to come on up to the plate. Beckstead swing and a miss on the big first pitch, 0-1. Lainey Jane with the home run last time at bat. That was, a pure work of beauty seeing that thing sail up into the air, head over the center wall. Here's the second one. Here comes another one deep in the left field, and it will be gone. 2 home runs for Lainey Jane Beckstead. I almost lost it. I'm looking through a dirty window and into the sun, but believe me, it just skimmed over the top of the wall, and that is how you come back and make a great showing. Batting, Beckstead brings home Dakota Nilsson and herself yet again on the 2 RBI home run. And I have been doing a terrible job doing the math here on my stat sheet, working all this type of stuff, but I believe that we might be at a 17-11 score reading in terms of runs on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Let me do a quick check here. Let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's good. Yes. Aha. I double-checked my math, and we are good. It is indeed a 6-run lead currently held by Bear Lake right now in a very high-scoring game. 3 home runs in this game so far. It's been Lainey Jane with 2 of them, Dakota with 1 of her own back in the first inning. And, wow, we have a little bit of a switch-up at the pitcher's mound. We're going to see Wells for the first time today. She'll come in as the relief pitcher. Number 34, Hayden Wells. 13.61 ERA. So that's the gamble that Bear Lake's working with right now. Truly from a sports standpoint, looked like Clausing had been giving up a few, and a big inning here for West Side. Here's Wade, the last batter before a rotation through the lineup, dips out of the way of the first pitch. 1-0. 2 outs, and a big inning where West Side has scored 6. And another home run from Lainey Jane. 1-0. Wade struck out looking last time, swings on the second pitch just underneath, and she'll split 1-1. An interesting ball game, and you again, if you're a West Side fan, you have to imagine what would this game look like differently. Maybe perhaps if you had your senior pitcher that you had her earlier in the day, not like Wade or Parkinson has done necessarily a poor job. They got thrown in and did some pitching where they haven't really done all year long. But if Jensen brought some consistency in what she's done all year long. Here's Wade, lasered into the glove of the shortstop. Great grab to retire the inning, and that will do it. We'll head on in to the bottom of the 4th right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Well, an offensive game it truly has been here into the bottom of the fourth. Bear Lake leads 17-11. And you take a look down at the sheet, and it is just full of filled-in diamonds on both sides. A lot of stuff that we've seen so far. Now, with the score being the way that it is, if Westside is able to close out this inning, limit the type of runs that maybe perhaps have been plaguing them earlier on in the game, and have a chance offensively, if they continue their offensive output, I mean, we could be looking at a very different game. What was initially thought to be a blowout. Here comes the scoop up to third. Nilsson throws out the runner at first. Taylor makes the stretch. As number 4, Decker. On the 5-3 ground out for the first out of the inning. That's what you love to see. First ball thrown low for Priest. Ball number 1 off of the arm of Parkinson. The 1-0, Parkinson. Tossing inside the zone. One hop into the glove of Nelson, and another throw is out at first on the force out. Dakota. I mean, both her and Beckstead making a case for player of the game. We've seen that happen so many times on the year. That ball goes right into the glove. Magnet and the throw. Another 5-3 throw out at first. 2 up and 2 down. And a good showing defensively up until this point for West Side. First pitch from Parkinson as Perkins comes up to the plate. Goes wild for ball number 1. 2 outs, nobody on. A 17-11 lead for Bear Lake. Parkinson launches the second one low into the dust. 2-0. Same placement, kind of low. Just not quite getting to the bag quite yet. 3-0 the count for Perkins. 3-0 pitch, and that will be a 4-ball walk out to first. Perkins didn't have to make any real hard decisions on that one. Now up to the plate is Parslow. 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Right into the zone. This one taken up high into the air, and it will be in and out of the glove of Wade. Roberts able to get that one in to Beckstead. So an opportunity there just in and out of the glove of Wade on the error. E7 reaching second, that is, excuse me, on the double. Up to the top of the batting order is Bruce once again. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch down low. Blocked by Evans. 2-0. Big scoring outing from both teams here in this game today. We're reaching the hour-and-a-half mark. 3-0 now. Bruce coming back into the box. 3-0 pitch. Will be out inside. 4-ball walk. Out to first. Bases loaded. And up to the plate. Morgan Armstrong going to be substituted back in for Neal after she was initially subbed out earlier in the game. Parkinson just a little bit too far inside for ball one. First pitch, bases loaded. Big moment. Can Westside get out of this inning without ending up any runs? And they can on the little blooper to third base. Nelson watches that one go right into her glove, and we are heading into the top of the fifth right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office.
Welcome back. Here we go into the top of the fifth, and the Westside, after a big showing back in the fourth with 6 runs scored, has cut this lead back down to 6. Very, very close, or rather closer than what it was. What was initially thought to be a little bit of a snoozer and a little bit of a blowout has now come back to be a little bit more competitive. We've gone through Westside for the first time on the day, rotates through the entire batting lineup, and here we go. We see Hallie Taylor once again coming up to bat. And I just cannot tell you enough how, speaking of freshman of the week, Hallie Taylor, here she is in the box. First pitch on the right side, and this one clipped over the backing foul right behind us. 0-1. Hayden Wells on the substitution. First full inning pitched for her. She closed out the last one. 0-1, right side. Pops well back into the arms of the catcher on the wild pitch on the right side. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Here's Wells again. Lining up, going through, reaching high. This one going to be shot into the gap, but coming over to make the grab is the shortstop, Newton. And Taylor flies out for the first out of the inning. Unfortunate because she has had a lot of moxie and spunk to her today. Here's Parkinson. First pitch out and to the right, but in the zone for strike number 1. Wells getting things going. Change up, high. Falls well out of the zone. 1-1 is the count. Top of the fifth, one out and nobody on. West Side trying to make up the gap against Bear Lake here today. Ball gets stuck right down into the dirt for ball number 2, right on the right shoe of Parkinson, our relief pitcher. 2-1. Wells again. Down low near the shoelaces, 3-1. Wells lining up, and she'll clip it off of the Achilles heel of Parkinson. She'll run out to first on the hit by pitch. Now that gets somebody on for West Side. Up to the top of the batting lineup, this is Taylor. 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. First pitch from Wells. Right into the zone. Pitch goes off and to the left, wild on the throw out from the catcher. 0-1 for Taylor. Parkinson heading on out to second, stealing. Wells cleaning off the ball on her right hip into the chalk circle. Launching. Change up, and it almost got Taylor to swing at it. 1-1. Sparrow on deck. Roberts in the hole. Next pitch, low, and it will be a strike. Swinging. 1-2. Key moment of this game. Here's the 1-2. Low. Parkinson advances the third as the ball gets behind the catcher. Skinner. 2-2 count. Split count 2-2, ballerina style inside. Taylor chips it off foul above the backing. A back and forth battle we have got. I mean, there's been an offense. It hasn't been boring, I would say. I mean, everybody's had a chance to score here today. Looking down at the sheet, literally almost everybody has come home. Wade is the only one for West Side that we need to come and score. Perkins is the only one on Bear Lake side that hasn't scored today. A good look and eye from Taylor as that one goes high. Full count for the junior first baseman. Wells winding up, the full count. Up high, and Grace Taylor will walk on out to first. Runners on the corners for West Side. Sparrow coming up to the plate. 1 for 3 today on a double. 1 out. 2 on. First pitch from Wells. Well high. Taylor comes on over to second base. Stealing. And Bear Lake had made the decision to take Clausing out of the game. Wells, 13.61 ERA, and it's a 1-1 count after the pitch thrown into the strike zone. One count. Wells up high. And looks like West Side electing to be a little bit more patient at the plate, making Wells throw some strikes if she wants to get people out. 2-1. Catch in the bottom left corner, 2-2. Can't afford to be picky now. Split count, 2-2 for Sparrow, our outstanding student interview earlier on in the pregame show. Wells' pitch. Inside the zone, strikeout looking. And it's been a little bit generous in those areas today. Here comes Roberts. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. High pitch, grabbed. By Skinner. Looking for contact. It is Dakota Nilsson on deck. Swing and a miss outside to the left for Roberts. 1-1. It's been a few times on the year that I've watched Sammy, and it just looks like her bat is like an inch too short. Swinging. 1-1. Wells inside for strike number 2. This is a huge moment for Bear Lake. They can get the retirement of the inning. They'll be sitting pretty. Roberts, 1-2, outside pitch, 2-2 now. Good pitch from Wells, keeping Roberts honest on her toes. Out here in Montpelier, cloud cover, rolling in a little bit, wouldn't say hazy, but just a little bit of overcast. 2-2, big moment for Roberts. High pitch, and it will be a full count. This is a very, very pivotal moment in this game. If Roberts can get on the bag, you have a very solid batting lineup who can bring in a couple runners here with Dakota Nilsson and Beckstead, who's been hot today. Roberts with the 3-2 count. High, and she will walk on out to first. There it is. Bases loaded, and up to the plate comes Dakota Nilsson. And we're going to have a little bit of a discussion here with Coach Wade. Coach Hillier coming on out also to discuss with the umpire. This really is truly for the second seed, I believe, in the district. West Side has made a case after a big 6-run fourth, top of the fourth, that they are, they're pushing. They're making a case. Here comes Clausing back into, no, this is number 3. Morgan Armstrong set to pitch now. And it is a gamble for Coach Hillier, trying to give West Side a different look and hoping that Armstrong can get these pitches inside. A little bit of a non-traditional pitching motion. Armstrong almost throws it sidearm from the way I'm looking at it. Now it's a little bit more true. Last one was a little bit different. So this is a huge pivotal moment really for this game. Dakota Nilsson. And it looks like Armstrong fairly consistent in getting it across the plate and in there. So this is going to be big. This will be really a big moment. Top of the 5th. Can go, I mean one of 2 ways. Wow, thanks. I mean, it can go one of 2 ways. West Side can make a run here in the top of the 5th. Bring some runs home to cut this thing closer as we get to the latter portion of this game. Or Bear Lake can make the retirement, find somebody to get out in this play, and maybe kind of run away with it here. Nelson waiting on it, didn't think it was going to go in there, and she watches the first strike and swung at it late. 0-1. Second pitch from Armstrong, well high. Grabbed up near what would have been, the height of Shaq's eyebrows. 1-1. Armstrong gets that one inside. It's ticked off into the backing. 1-2. Huge moment on the 1-2 pitch. Morgan Armstrong out to the right. Calm and collected is Dakota. Ballerina count 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Armstrong. Outside to the right. That was close. 3-2. Huge moment. Armstrong getting her footing. The pitch. Outside and to the right. That is a walk, and that brings home one runner in Parkinson. Riley Evans up to bat now. 17-12, you're reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Bases loaded. Pitch from Armstrong. Right down the middle. Finding it. 2 outs, bases loaded. 0-1 count for Evans. New look at a pitcher we haven't seen all year long. And that's another strike into the zone. Changeup finds the inner corner. Down 0-2. Evans facing down Armstrong. The pitch right side, and it's grabbed into center field. Gap hit, bringing home one runner. 2 runs will come home. The third one's going to come bring it in. Throw down at home, and it's not in time. Evans will come out to third. The 3 RBI triple by Riley Evans. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the West Side Pirates. Huge turning point moment. Brings home Taylor, Roberts, and Nelson, adding 3 more scores to our Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. It is a 17-15 game. Runner on third. Laney Jane Beckstead will chop it out. Take a 1-hop bounce past second. Brings home the 16th run for West Side. And the base hit for Beckstead. And you know what? I have to eat my words. I have to eat my words. I'm a man that can eat my words. This looked like a game that maybe perhaps looked like it had gotten out of the hands of West Side, but they have battled back to bring it all the way to within 1 run. Wade patiently gambling, letting that one go high for ball number 1. Beckstead chilling out on first, 1-0. Pitch from Armstrong, that one also high. Running out from home is Skinner. Try and make Beckstead stay on the bag on first. Riley Evans, a huge play. 3 RBI triple. Armstrong again, and Wade wasn't expecting it. Waited on it. The changeup, I mean, that thing looked slow coming across the plate. That is a strike. 2-1. Wade right over into the glove of the shortstop. The throw out in time at first. So West Side comes back to within 1. Our reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard is Bear Lake 17, West Side 16. And we'll head on into the bottom of the 5th right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
First pitch in the bottom of the fifth is a strike down the right side for Parkinson. 0-1 is how they will start out, the Bears. So this is Newton looking at the 1-1 pitch. Parkinson winding up inside. Good block from Evans. 2-1 now, the count. Nobody on, nobody out, and it is a race in the final 2.5 innings here to see who's going to score the most points in an offensive shootout in this game. Parkinson skips the next one off the ground. 3-1 for Newton. Last time in the last inning, Baird Lake stranded 3 on the plate. Parkinson does a little dance as she gets strike number 2. And this has turned into a tale of two different halves of the game for Westside. They've battled back to within 1. Parkinson the full count, low, and it will be a walk out to first for Newton. We've had a lot of softball played here today, and with everybody going through the batting lineup so much, I'm getting close to the end of my stat sheet already. Runner out on first. Evans makes the grab in front of the body of Skinner on ball number 1. Checking up on the runner on first. 1-0. The catcher Skinner. Parkinson winding up inside and to the left. 2-0 now. Opportunities abounding for both teams. It's who wants to seize it, who wants it first. Parkinson gets it. This one launched up over the left side dugout. Foul. What a comeback so far for Westside. And another ball inside. Launched off the short end of the bat by Skinner. Foul. 2-2. No outs, 2-2 count, runner on first. The pitch, just a little high. Evans throwing out to Taylor's check up on first. We got another full count here. Skinner and Parkinson in a duel. Pitcher v. batter. Here is the full count pitch from Parkinson. Low for another walk out for first. So taking it all the way to the full counts on both of the batters. Now runners on first and second. You're going to need some defensive play. Clausing 1 for 1 today. First ball is low for 1-0. This is not Clausing. This is Erickson, the junior, who's been subbed into the batting lineup. 2-0 the count after another low pitch. Parkinson. Another one inside and to the left. So a little bit the off touch here. Parkinson threatening to walk 3 straight batters. Bunt shown, and then we'll go down into the strike zone for number 1. Erickson pulling back at the last moment. And another walk. Erickson's going to go out to first. 3 straight walks here. Up to the plate is Decker. No outs, bases loaded. First pitch will hop off of the dirt. Tracked down by Evans. 1-0. Pitch, Parkinson. Right into the zone. Good throw there from Sidney. 1-1. Just replicate that one a few times. Make a good defensive stand. Another low pitch, 2-1. Consistency a little bit hard to come by, and that's what you get when you get young players in new positions. That's what the gamble was for everybody here today. Just can't walk. This one chipped on over to the shortstop. The throw to home. Safe. Throw just a tad late. Beckstead with a good idea, however. Just a millimeter too slow. Bear Lake gets home 1 run. Decker reaching on the fielder's reaching first base. Fielder's choice. Run comes home. Oh, 1. Next pitch, Parkinson. Out of the zone inside, 1-1. Base is still loaded, nobody out. Next pitch, Parkinson is low. It's hopped into the glove of Nelson, and they get the force out at home. A good defensive play by Dakota and Riley Evans being on the same page. 1 out as it was Skinner. Gets tagged out, 6-2. Priest reaching on the fielder's choice. First ball thrown is indeed a ball, 1-0. This is Perkins. Next pitch high for Parkinson, 2-0. The count, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. And it has been a game. Is reaching now the 2-hour mark. We are in the bottom of the 5th. It's been a high octane offense type of deal. 3-0 now. It's whoever's defense wants to come up first. 3-0 pitch. Inside, waiting on it. Told not to swing was Perkins. 3-1 now. Good pitch there from Sidney. Three-one count. Out to the left. It will be a walk. Brings home 1 runner again. 2 runs scored in the inning. Perkins comes on out to first on the walk. 19-16 lead for Bear Lake on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Parslow. First pitch low for ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch from Parkinson, also down into the left, 2-0. And you got to ride Parkinson now. You're at the bottom of the, each team like deep into their bullpen now, 2-0. In and out of the legs, coming home safely on the wild pitch. Decker. 3-0 now, reaching 20 runs scored, Bear Lake. Runners on second and third. 4-ball walk. Parslow will head on out on a jog to first. Bases loaded once again. Bruce ducking out of the way of the first pitch high. 1-0. Next pitch, Parkinson scoops in and out. Runner holds up at third. Two-0. Strike in the bottom left corner on the pitch, 2-0, now 2-1. Sun's starting to dip really low, and we have another JV game after this. It's been a long time. Too close inside, 3-1 now. Three-one pitch. Lined foul. Down the third base line, 3-2. Full count for Bruce. Line, and it gets the gap in between third and second. Wade throwing it in. Parkinson able to make the grab. It will be a single for Bruce, bringing home 1 RBI. (21-16) your reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. This one launched high into center field, and it's going to find a gap in between 3 different players. Throw out to third is in time. They make the grab out at third, and the tag out. It looks like our umpire and Helier have a little bit of a disagreement on that, but it ends up being well enough off. 2 outs. Perkins I think gets tagged out for 5. First pitch, grounding out. Dakota throwing out to first. Grace Taylor can't make the grab on the error, bringing home 1 run scored. I think that was Parslow coming home. 22-16. And we have come through the lineup once again. Skinner. As I try and find my bearings here. Runners on second and third. Skinner facing a 2-0, I believe. Down low, 3-0 now. The pitch. Low. And that is a walk. Skinner comes on out. Bases loaded once again. (22-16) in favor of the Bears. High pitch, ducking up underneath it is Erickson. 1-0. Parkinson getting that one inside on the strike. Changeup, 1-1. Ball 2 thrown. Two one. Parkinson, the windup pitch, and it will go low, rolling around. 3-1. Giving up a lot of scores here in this inning, West Side, trying to get this last out and come out of the inning. And it won't be this one. Another walk out to first for Erickson. Bruce will come home on the score. 23-16. First pitch, a strike. Decker watches the next one low, 1-1. Now Westside's going to have to rely on a lot of offense to get things back and going. 2-1. Decker very patient. It seems like the call from the coaches of Bear Lake is does not swing at most anything right now. Now Parkinson gets it in there in the bottom left corner on the fastball. One more pitch till a retirement of this inning. One more. This one into center field. Roberts makes the grab. Decker flies out to center, and I'm out of space. I'm almost out of space on my list. Going into the sixth. 23-16 in favor of Bear Lake. We'll come back right after this on 105.5 KCH.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome into the top of the 6th inning. We are coming to a lot of action here offensively for both teams. West Side got to make up let's see here. Math was never my strong suit. I mean, looking down at the sheet here, 7-point difference in order to get the tie. However, if you look back at their last couple innings, each one of them, they've scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the other. So 11 runs scored in the last 2 innings. Take the average of about 5.5. And here comes Hallie Taylor once again. Freshman up to the plate. Armstrong still pitching. First one outside to the right for ball number 1. What a game this has been. I mean, back and forth, comebacks and offense galore. We're starting to get in one of the higher scoring baseball and softball games that I've come to know. Second ball thrown outside to the right. 2-0 for Taylor. Each of these teams down low into their bullpen, playing pitchers that haven't played at all during the season. 3 straight balls thrown by Armstrong. Taylor doesn't need to swing on anything if she doesn't want to. I'd imagine that she's been given the sign not to swing. Here's Armstrong. Outside to the right. That's 4 balls, and she will take a walk out first. Here comes Parkinson up. 1 for 3 today, or rather 1 for 2 and a hit by pitch. Reaching for it, skying it up into center field, and that is gone! A home run for Sydney Parkinson. Wow! Home run galore for everybody. Another 2-run shot. Well, all right. Well, that's how you get started, I guess. These ladies just love their offense. Good night. Here we go. 23-18 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. First pitch right into the strike zone for Parkinson, and she launches it high over the center wall. Farthest point that you can get, right underneath the scoreboard. And why not join everybody else in the home run club today? Here's Grace Taylor dipping in and out of the way of the ball. I just heard my dad's voice in my mind say, take that on the hip. 1-0. Armstrong inside. This one skipping off of her arm. This one scooped up again. The throw safe in time. Taylor gets there. On the base hit. And here comes the offense. West Side coming out strong. Here comes Skinner. The catcher coming out to talk to Armstrong. Armstrong took the ball right off the bat into her left arm. And here comes Haley Sparrow. No outs and 1 runner on first. 5 runs to make up to tie the ball game. Outside pitch to the right. Good grab from Skinner. 1-0. Armstrong once again. This one inside and taked up into the air. Taylor's got to come back, and it's the double play. Heartbreaker and a backbreaker, the double play. Taylor had started running to second. Sparrow flies out to the shortstop who makes the grab, throws it back in time to 6-3. First 2 outs of the inning. And a shot to the heart for a double play. Here's Roberts. Close near the boundary, outside to the left, but a strike nonetheless, 0-1. Armstrong again. Change up high and to the left, 1-1. They're in the top of the 6th inning. 23-18 your reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Bear Lake up. And another one inside. 1-2. Maybe the strike zone getting a little bit bigger since we're going on 2.5 hours right now in terms of gameplay. 1-2. Roberts waits on it, puts it out into shallow right field, making the grab in the 3rd out of the inning. And thus we go into the bottom of the 6th. West Side gets 2 runs home, brings it home, and brings it back just a little bit closer. We'll come back right after this on 105.5 KCH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Here we come. Bear Lake up by 5 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 23-18. Nobody out and nobody on. First one, the changeup right inside for strike 1. And you can tell that Priest was told not to swing no matter what on that first pitch. She ducked out of that one before the ball even hardly came across the line. Second pitch, 1-1, a little bit high. Good defensive play by Bear Lake. Back in the top of the 6th to limit the amount of runs scored. 2-1, pitch down low, 3-1 now. A 3-1 pitch from Parkinson. This one grounded out to third. The throw out to first in time, and Priest will receive the 5-3 throw out for out number 1. And I'm in my last frame of of my stat sheet. So I guess we're only going to play one more inning because I can't go any farther. This one, another ground out to Nelson. The throw out to first in time. So 2 straight 5-3 ground outs. This was Perkins' Now comes Natalie Parslow. Two for three, and this one lined up the middle. Roberts makes the grab. That throw is well off, in and out of the glove of Sparrow. I mean, that was just a throw that was way off. It just adds an extra base for Parslow coming out to second. Here's Bruce. Once again, the pitch off of the left knee and the hit by pitch. Here she goes out to first. Runners on first and second. That's her 7th plate appearance. Armstrong again. Scooped up low. Evans making the block. 1-0 the count. Westside would love to come out of this bottom of the 6th with no runs scored, giving them a chance. Pitch from Parkinson. Again down low into the dirt. 2-1. 2-0, excuse me. (23-18) outside to the right. 3-0. 3 straight balls thrown. Last game of the regular season, and only fitting that it goes the longest game of the season. 4-ball walk, and the bases are loaded. And up to the plate, bases loaded. Nona Newton. No true hits today, but has scored 4 times, has been walked 4 times as well. First pitch, 1-0. Second one, well into right field, gets past Taylor, hopping off of the wall, brings 1 run home. Here comes the second one. Third one in time, and the 3 RBI double by Newton. (26-18) in favor of Bear Lake. Of our umpire having a discussion. And that is the ball game called. Comes down to it. Good bat by Newton. Let's go ahead. We'll come back to you, wrap things up on the postgame show right after this. A 28-18 victory, maybe 26-18, depending. I mean, we lost track of all the stuff that was going on here. Welcome. We'll go right into the postgame show after this on 105.5 KACH.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome in, everybody, here to a quick wrap-up of the post-game show today. It is by my count, it was 26-18 victory for the Bear Lake Bears here today. An offensive outing wherein, wow. I mean, just so much happened. Multiple home runs scored. Great contact by everybody off of the bag, trying to figure out the pitching stuff. It was just absolutely incredible. Let's dip right into our I Care For You eye-catching highlight play of the game. And I've got to give it I've got to give one to Dakota Nilsson for her home run. I've got to give one to so back in the first inning, Dakota, first pitch, launching it over the center wall, brings home herself and Sammy Roberts. Then in the third, Lainey Jane does the exact same thing twice, both in the third and the fourth quarter. Two-run shot over the center wall, and then at the very end, Sydney Parkinson gets in on the action. That was the final hit of the night outside of Grace Taylor. And the double play from Bear Lake back in the sixth closed things up. It was Riley Evans with the 3 RBI triple, though, that made things very interesting back in the fifth. Westside cut it down to 1 back in the fifth inning, and it was off of that shot from Riley Evans that was able to do it. So congratulations to all the girls. I mean, this was just an incredible outing. It looks as though Westside's going to come back here for the district tournament on Monday, and the winner of that will probably move on to see Malad in the semifinals. It's just been absolutely incredible. A big shout-out and thank you to Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston, and I Care For You. I Care For You is providing vision care services for everybody in the communities of Logan and Preston and beyond for the past 43 years. Go ahead and contact and talk to Doctors Philip Cromwell or Henderson to get the best vision care service you can find in all of Cache Valley. I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment. A big shout out also to our wonderful sponsor, our stats sponsor today. We've gone through a ton of stuff, but we wanted to go ahead and thank our friends at Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Brittany and Braden Smith, great people, fantastic agents, here to help you protect the things which matter most in your life. We're going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you on Monday for the first game of the district tournament. Westside's probably going to get the 3 seed. They'll play Bear Lake here, and so we'll be back here in just a couple days in the exact same spot. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great one. And as always, go Pirates.
The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!